Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to a new video right here on Stellar or XLM. We're back again. Had to do a little bit more of a frequent update. I mean, we spoke about this, of course, 2 days ago. Since then, quite a lot has happened. Now, was it completely unexpected? No. If you watch my video on Tuesday, I already was very bullish on the XLM, right? What we said is that you could already on the 12-hour time frame see that we had shifted the trend. We had also broken above the 30-day rolling VWAP right here. We had already broken above the 7-day rolling VWAP much earlier, and you could back then already on the lower time frames see that the reaction to levels where the price needed to get a good reaction. Maybe I can still show this because I think it's valuable. But the areas where XRP needed to react well. So can I get back to Tuesday? Right, so Tuesday right here. So for example, if I can still find it well. Right, so no, this is actually not true. Can I not get a better view of something? But you can, for example, see that after Tuesday, right? So this is not something we spoke about back then, but still, after Tuesday, you can see that the price opened higher. So try to auction higher than the value of the 3 days before. You can see that we immediately retested and never really got back into the value area high of the day before. So that's in general, that's a great indication of auctioning higher. And that is what we did. But also on the higher time frames, like I said, you could already see something like this coming. The volume was slightly increasing, and obviously there was this momentum with XRP as well, which has done well, which has done perfectly well as well. And both of them have rallies, right? So if you don't know, XRP and XLM tend to be very correlated. Although XLM has outperformed XRP slightly in the last week, I must say that if you go to the daily time frame, XLM has very much underperformed XRP since the beginning of December. XRP is basically still at these levels, right? It has basically consolidated in this area right here, and XLM has, especially from February until April, move down much lower. But that doesn't mean that doesn't matter. I mean, that also means that right now we can get into a period of time where XLM does outperform XRP. At this point of time, XLM still very strong. You can see that XLM over the course of this morning was still the biggest performer. This was the highest buying volume we have seen since the 2nd of March, which was when that crypto reserve news came out. And the last time before that was the 15th of January, right? So then it did not end well, but ultimately it is very meaningful. The question now though is that, all right, well, we're getting into a major resistance level right here at 30 cents, 32 cents. You can see very clearly why that's such a relevant resistance level. You have the value area high here of all the price action since March, but it's also technically a strong level. 30 cents is a psychological resistance level. It's a strong supply zone. So the question is all right, well, while XRP at this point, or XLM at this point of time, is still quite strong, we have gained a lot of leverage. We have left behind a lot of imbalances right here, and that's also something you can see. Was I looking at the XRP chart just a moment ago? Because that would be very stupid. Yeah, I was. All right, so this is how you could have seen on Tuesday that XLM was reacting well. On Monday, we left a single print right here, or on Sunday, you can see we got a very good reaction at that single print. All right, well, that's a shame. But no, I mean, you can see we're leaving a lot of imbalances here to the downsides, basically all the way down to 25 cents again. So then we're losing some momentum. We have a lot of leverage. We have a strong resistance level. There's imbalances to the downside. I would say it's most likely we're going to pull back. Right now, short term, we can certainly still rally up higher. On leverage, you can go pretty high. But ultimately, I expect something like this, and that is also something I do think you need to be worried or prepared for. Would I call it a crash? No, I would not call this a crash. But ultimately, what it is it's a risk, and it is a major pullback at least. So yeah, that's what I wanted to update here. Those are my thoughts. Can we break out above this level at 32 cents? Yes. I just think it's unlikely to do that without a pullback, but I'll keep you updated on that. That's what I think you need to know for now. So thank you for watching. Take care and bye.